The Iran war may no longer be confined to the Persian Gulf. Now, fears are growing around another critical maritime choke point, the Bab al-Mandeb Strait. This narrow passage connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean and carries massive volumes of global oil, cargo, and trade. And now, Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen are threatening to turn it into a second battlefield. If that happens, the global economy could face a shock far bigger than markets are currently pricing in. Oil routes, shipping lanes, supply chains, everything could be affected. And for countries like India, China, Europe, and Gulf states, the consequences may arrive faster than expected. The first phase of this conflict focused on the Strait of Hormuz. That route handles roughly 1/5 of the world's oil supply. But now, attention is shifting west, toward the Bab al-Mandeb Strait, near Yemen. Why does this matter so much? Because this passage is one of the world's most important maritime arteries. It connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden and eventually to the Suez Canal route used by Europe and Asia. Nearly 10% of global trade and millions of barrels of oil move through this narrow corridor every single day. And now, military escalation is getting dangerously close. Recent reports say Iran-linked Houthi forces have intensified threats against shipping in the region, warning they could target vessels if the war against Iran continues to expand. Iran and its allies understand that controlling maritime pressure points creates global political pressure far beyond the battlefield itself. That is why Bab al-Mandeb matters. It is not just a waterway, it is leverage over the global economy. Still, some security analysts believe the threat may currently be larger than the actual military activity on the ground. Recent assessments suggest the Houthis have increased rhetoric, but large-scale attacks on commercial shipping have not yet resumed at full intensity. That distinction is important, because markets react not only to attacks, but also to fear. And right now, uncertainty is driving global concern. The United States and allied naval forces are already monitoring the region closely. Saudi Arabia, Gulf states, and Western powers know that if Bab al-Mandeb becomes fully destabilized, the ripple effects could spread across global trade within days. What happens next depends on whether diplomacy can contain the conflict before another maritime front officially opens. But tonight, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This war is no longer only about missiles and airstrikes. It is becoming a battle over the world's most critical trade routes. And the Bab al-Mandeb Strait may now be at the center of the next escalation.